Brought to you by Asombro Institute for Science Education, dedicated to increasing natural science literacy through engaging, place-based education.
Hi everybody, this is Kelly with the Asombro Institute for Science Education. Welcome to part 1 of our 3-part video series on water conservation here in New Mexico. Over the next 3 videos, we'll guide you through experiments and activities to learn more about how people are saving water in our state. Starting today with a way that people have been saving water for thousands of years, called land contouring. In a little bit, I'll give you some instructions on how to do an experiment to learn more about land contouring. When I tell you to pause the video, you'll need to go outside to do the experiment. It'll take about 10 minutes and you'll need to take a few things with you. You'll need a timer or a stopwatch, 2 big cups of water, a small shovel will come in handy if you have one, and if you want to take notes, a pencil and paper. We all know that New Mexico is a dry state, and we don't have a lot of water compared to some other parts of the world. So we need to use the water we do have wisely. Native people have been farming in New Mexico for thousands of years, so they've come up with a lot of ways to save water. Land contouring is when people shape the land so that rainwater flows to where plants can use it. You've probably seen land contouring before. Have you ever seen a tree with a circle around it like this? The dirt wall around the tree creates a bowl, so that the tree sits at the bottom of the bowl and rainwater collects near the tree's roots where it needs it the most. Another method of land contouring you might have heard of is terrace farming. When it rains on a hill, water tends to run down the hill without being absorbed by the plants. In terrace farming, people shape the land by cutting steps into the side of the slope and planting crops on top of them. When it rains, the steps slow down the water so it gets absorbed by plants and reduces soil erosion. This is one of the methods used by the Zuni people in New Mexico and Arizona. You can also use land contouring on flat ground. Waffle gardens are gardens with berms, or raised dirt mounds around them to hold water. The Zuni people made waffle gardens 1,000 years ago, and the method is still used today all over New Mexico. Ancestral Puebloans would make waffle gardens at the base of a cliff or mesa to catch the rain that came off of it. Imagine you're a farmer and you want to save water. Try designing and building a waffle garden that'll get the most water to your plants. To do this, you're going to want to go outside and find some bare dirt. Flat ground works best, but really any dirt will do. Once you're out there, you need to design and build your waffle garden. Think about what shapes are going to work best. Are different size berms going to be better than others? Try experimenting, play around with different designs. Once you've built it, take a glass of water and slowly pour it across your waffle garden like rain. You also need a control trial. So to compare how much water your plants would get without a waffle garden, take your second cup of water and pour it over some bare dirt near your waffle garden, just not right on it. After 5 minutes, check on your waffle garden. Compare the soil inside to the soil outside where you poured the other cup of water. Which one's wetter? Take some notes about your designs or take a picture. What worked and what didn't? Do you think you could improve upon your designs at all? Maybe try different shapes of waffles or different sized berms? Maybe if you're on a slope, try terrace gardening. Try and figure out a way to get the most water to your plants. Alright, here's all the instructions again. Pause the video here while you complete your experiment. So how did your experiment go? Hopefully you found a design that helped you to conserve water. That's why people have been using land contouring in New Mexico for 1,000 years. But why is water conservation so important in New Mexico? Here in New Mexico, we only get about 10 inches of rain a year. That's not a lot of water. The average rainfall for the entire U.S. is 34 inches a year. That's over 3 times what we get here in New Mexico. This is why it's so important that we practice water conservation methods like land contouring to ensure we have enough water for everything we need to do. Thanks for experimenting with us today. Hope you had fun designing your waffle garden. We'd love to see a picture of it. You can put it in the comments below or tag us on Facebook or Twitter. Next time we'll be talking about water conservation at home, so see you then.